What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Foxbody Junkie YouTube channel. Today we're actually kind of doing some Foxbody stuff. So I went ahead, that little red 84LX I picked up, I told you guys that I had a 380-ish cubic inch Windsor that I needed gone through. That was kind of a high compression deal. Well, we had Ford Performance Solutions over there, Troy Bowen over there and his son. They went ahead and went through this thing for me and gave it a good bill of health. We went through, did all new rings, bearings, set everything up. There was a couple things that needed some tweaking or some adjustments, and so I'm glad I took it down to them because they're a little bit more knowledgeable on some of this old school stuff that is just a little bit different. So this particular engine was built a long time ago. It originally had, I believe, like a almost 12-to-1 compression, which was going to be too high for the street. At least for pump gas. I could have ran E85 on it, but then you got to do E85 carburetor and this and that and the other. So I just figured to keep it simple, we'll bump the compression down. So we were able to do a little bit thicker head gasket and do a little bit of port work in the combustion chambers to kind of get that down to around 11. So 11 should be good enough for pump gas. 10.5, 11 is kind of what they think it's going to be around. They did some calculations and they told me, but of course I forgot. So, but all I know is that it's going to be good for pump gas, or fingers crossed anyway. We'll know once we get it started. But let me turn this camera around, show you guys what it looks like, and you can let me know your thoughts on it. All right. So here she is. I got a valve cover off. That way you guys can kind of see a little bit of the valve train in here. A little bit about what this is. Again, I think it's like a 379 cubic inch Windsor is what Troy told me. I can't remember the stroke on it. I know it's a 30 over. The pistons are freaking massive. If I've got a picture, I'll throw them in here at some point in the video. Let's see. But yeah, I want to say it's like a 70s model block. It's not a roller block, but it does have link bar lifters with a solid roller camshaft. I believe the camshaft is around 680, 690, so it should be pretty healthy. Good solid cam. Again, this particular engine, I know I haven't really touched basis on it too much. I bought all of what you see here in a package deal for like $1,000. It was all torn apart. The heads had been gone through and somebody had went in and did a little bit of work to them. I'll see if I can kind of show you guys a little bit of that in here. Maybe. It's going to be hard to see because I don't have a flashlight on me. But they did some port work to the heads. These are old J302 cylinder heads, like Ford Motorsport cylinder heads. They got the cool little markings down in there. What makes these kind of a pain in the butt to run, these were actually the first ever aluminum cylinder heads for a small block Ford. So kind of cool. Not this particular set, but this design. So what makes these kind of a pain in the butt to run is the exhaust port for the header flange. So finding a header flange for this has proven to be a little bit difficult. There's really only one company that makes them. So I'm going to order a set of those. And my plan is I bought a set of LS Swap long tube headers. I'm going to try to put this header flange on those headers for, you know, kind of a budgetary, good long tube stainless steel 1 7/8" header. So that's kind of the game plan with that. But as you can see, exhaust ports are pretty good size. I don't anticipate this engine making crazy power. These heads are decent for what they are, but there's definitely much better stuff on the market. But again, I bought this as a complete kind of package, you know, oil pan, block, rotating assembly, heads, intake, distributor, water pump, like everything you see here is how I got it. I even got, you know, he gave me the head studs, all that stuff. So I got it from a guy that it was in his Capri. It dropped a valve or something. They tore it out and went through everything. And then he sold the car in the middle of all of that and never put it back together. So figured, why not? We'll go ahead and get it all put back together. It is a internal balance engine. It's got a Ford Racing balancer on it, Messier electric water pump, And then Troy and his son went ahead and painted the block all nice and pretty for me once they got everything kind of cleaned up. It is a copper head gasket deal solely because that's what I had in the box. That's what I gave them. And they actually ended up working out perfect to kind of drop the compression down a little bit. So didn't have to spend any money there. Came with this MSD distributor, and we'll probably utilize that. More than likely, I'm going to go to a big cap conversion on this distributor, just due to the fact that I personally don't like the way the small distributors look. I call me weird or whatever. I like the big cap distributor. So yeah, but that's, I mean, it's got I want to say this is like a 7-quart oil pan on it. It's made by, I believe it's a Mylodon pan. Yeah. Head studs, obviously. But the game plan for this engine is to put a manual behind it. So my buddy's got a face-plated TKO that we're kind of working back and forth a little bit on. So that might be an option. If not, we can always have maybe a T5 built up a little bit and go from there. So, but everything's really super nice. This is a little different. The girdle for the rockers, it's got two different, drawing a blank here. I can't remember at the moment, but these are a little bit different, but they'll still work the same. Two different poly locks. Man, I could not think of that. Two different poly locks, but they'll still work the same and operate the same. It's got 1/6 roller rockers, and obviously it's got some pretty good springs in it for the solid roller. I'm hoping I can shift the thing around. I'm hoping 6,800 RPM would be nice. We'll see how old and tired those valve springs are, because I did not replace them. And Troy told me, hey man, they're a little older. They may not rib out as good as a new set, but being that this was budgetary reason, like we got to keep this cost low on this deal, he did what he could to put it together and not spend any money. So we did get a nice set of push rods with it. So nice thick push rods, and all of that looks really nice. Guide plates and all that. Intake obviously came with it. It's got a little bit of port work, but nothing major. It has had the intake's been milled, the cylinder heads have been milled, the block has been decked, all in the name of like upping the compression on this thing. That was obviously not going to work for me. So like I said, again, he went ahead and worked the heads a little bit. The head gaskets that were provided actually helped out because they're a little bit thicker, and hopefully it works out good. So I'm really excited about this thing. I figured I'd do a short little video showing you guys the power plant for that car. Now, granted, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, at least within the next couple months. It could possibly happen towards the end of the year. I'm working on something over here on this side, so there's you know, I'll give you a little hint, but that's about it. So I'm working on something right here for the channel, for just my desires and my wants. It's a little bit different than what I've typically put on the channel. So I'm excited to get that to a point to where I can start showing you guys some of the major progress, because right now it's just boring progress. Nobody wants to watch it. So once I get to a good point, I'll kind of keep you guys updated and show you where I'm at with that. So hopefully soon. But yeah, so I figured I'd show you guys this engine and let me know what you think of it. It is definitely a little bit different. It's really kind of an old school piece. It should run pretty good. I don't expect it to make crazy power. I'd be happy with, I don't know, mid 400s. You know, 450 would be awesome. I don't know if it'll make that. It might make 400. Who knows? It might not even make 400. But I'm hoping with the solid roller and a little bit of port work done on the heads and enough RPM that it should run pretty good. So we'll try to get that 84 as light as we can without spending crazy amounts of money. And the goal with that is just kind of try to put an old push rod setup together that just works and you can have fun with. I don't want to go crazy with that car. I don't want to go crazy painting the engine bay and doing all this stuff. It'd be nice to just be able to take something and not necessarily throw it together, but just put it together and not go crazy with making sure everything's perfect. I do enough of that around here. It gets kind of tiring at times, to be honest, and sometimes it's just nice to throw something together. So anyway, that's, I think, kind of the loose plan. Obviously, I might change my mind when we get to it, because that's just how I am. But this is the engine for that car. I don't think it's going to go on anything else. And the engine for this car over here is right there. So we have a lot of parts for this particular car. I'm super excited to get around to it, and I think you guys are going to like it. So I will keep you guys updated in the future on that. But let me know what you think of this engine. Let me know what you think of the 84LX project, if we should even mess with it, or if you even want to see it. I'm hoping you guys do. I'm probably going to film it anyway, so we'll find out. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun little stick shift car. Just kind of use some stuff that I've got. We're going to have to buy a couple parts, but I do have a lot of stuff laying around. 8.8 rear end, Alumistar weld wheels, you know, brakes. I've got a lot of stuff laying around that I can utilize on that car. Control arms, K-member, lots of stuff. So pretty excited to put all of that stuff to good use, and you know, get off of the floor and just not laying around anymore. So that'll be fun. But anyway, let me know what you think. Sorry for rambling on. I know it's kind of a little bit longer video just to show you kind of an engine, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you stuck around this far, thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment on the video. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one.